Hi, and welcome to Faith into Greatness. Today, the Lord inspired me to share a word about how, as humans, we should not be putting our trust and our faith and our hope in other human beings. I'm always really surprised that people are willing to trust in humans despite being let down, despite being disappointed, despite being lied to time and time again, despite seeing through the illusion of what someone else is creating, but they refuse to put their trust and faith in God. It is so crazy to me. I have never in my life been led astray by God. Never. Anytime the Lord has ever given me a word of wisdom that has come to me and I followed the instructions given to me by God, I've never been led astray. Never. Anytime I ever followed another human being's wisdom, and I'm not talking about getting professional guidance. Get the professional guidance you need. But if I was just asking someone for their advice and I followed someone's wisdom, instead of waiting on the Lord, instead of asking God for guidance, I have been led astray time and time again. In Isaiah 2:22, it says, "Stop trusting in mere humans who have but a breath in their nostrils. Why hold them in esteem? Why do we hold one another in higher esteem as opposed to the Lord?" Even when you read the scripture and you meditate on the words in the scripture, be sure to pray to God. Don't just go or listen to a pastor and take what they're saying as what you should be following. Pray to God for guidance. God will always guide you and never lead you astray. In Jeremiah 17:5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord." Cursed, cursed, cursed. There's a lot of people out here looking at their life and wondering if they're cursed. You're cursed. If you think you're cursed, if God put that in your spirit to think that about your life, then you are certainly cursed. Please. It says in Psalms 118:8, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." In Psalms 146, it says, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there's no help." Proverbs 29:25 says, "The fear of man bringeth snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe." A lot of times, and I see this all the time, we would rather put our trust in one another. We would rather put our trust in another person than put our trust in God. And honestly, that is the most craziest thing on earth. Don't do that to yourself. Turn your hearts back to the Lord. Don't abandon what God has set you, the course that God has set you on. It's always better to trust in God. Sometimes when we're on this road of faith, which we're supposed to be on blindly, we're not supposed to know where we're going. We're supposed to just trust that God's got us. We can look around and we could feel like, because we don't see God, that God's not there. And so maybe from a tangible point of view, it's a lot easier to trust in something that you can see, like another human being. But don't do that, please. I hope this message blesses you all. May you grow so strong in your faith, and may you grow strong in your connection with God, that you begin to understand why it's so important to never put your trust in a person, and to keep your trust and keep every day putting your trust in God. I hope this message blesses you all. Take care. God bless.